Good morning, Facebook. Let's see if we get some friends here. This is a news flash from Cheryl, LadyBossBoomer. Listen up, big story today. So, yes, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. It is. So let's see if I can get some friends over here. All right. So we have people coming in. We're going to get this party started. I'm just a hot mess today. Again, like these videos are early. So let me get my headset in. Hey, Jody, welcome. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the story. We love having fun here at Cheryl's Network Live, Lady Boss Boomer. And so I'm over on two different areas this morning. And this morning I have number 106 story for you. And it is a story about a man today. And it's a very, very touching story. But before I get into my story, let me tell you a little bit about what we actually do here. My name is Cheryl Dobash. If you've not listened to my lives before, please drop a 1 and let me know that you're coming in for the first time. If you're watching the replay, please pop in replay in the comments. We love to hear from you. Let us know where you're coming in from. And good morning, Michael. And good morning, Jody. And so thank you so much for coming on live. We really appreciate that. We know that Facebook is not being so good to us these days, not bringing us very many viewers. And so because of that fact, I would really suggest and be overly grateful if you shared out or if you tagged someone. So as I get into the story and you know someone that this story would really help, please tag them in the story or share the story out to them. You can share it in their message box, you can in their messenger, you can share it on their timeline if they allow that. But these stories are very, very compelling. They're real life people, and they are true. And so before I get into the story, let me share with you a little bit about myself. So I help women across the country to really change their life, to work on the 5 different pillars of one's life. And number 1 is health. Number 2 is emotion. Number 3 is your plan. And number 4 is now. We have to be ready to succeed, and we have to be ready to succeed now. And number 5 are examples. And so those are the 5 pillars that we talk about and share with 2 predominantly women, but we love our guys. So thank you so much, Mitchell, for being here with us. And so let me jump right into the story. It is just 7 a.m. and this is a news flash coming to you from Las Vegas. And good morning, Chris. Thank you so much for joining. Again, I do ask that you share this out, that you tag people in it. This story is about a man in his 60s that has had, let me rephrase that. Excuse me, I'm tired today and I'm just a hot mess today. So this story today is about a man in his 60s. I believe he's 63. He's a truck driver and he was a type 2 diabetic. And his health was deteriorating. He was getting worse and worse. You know, you can imagine the life of a truck driver, eating in truck stops, not the very best thing to be doing. And good morning, Frank. So let us know where you're coming in from, Mitchell, Frank, and Chris. We love having guys on our live as well. And Deborah, thank you for joining us. And Mike, thank you for joining us. So let me get back to my story. I love welcoming people and doing the roll call. And so this is a very touching story because really diabetes is a very serious disease, and 1 out of 4 people will be diagnosed with diabetes. And so Bill is the man's name that I'm telling you about today. So Bill was a husband, he was a father, soon to be a grandfather. He was a truck driver, been a truck driver for many years. And so, the life of a truck driver is not really, it's a lot of eating in truck stops, which is very unhealthy food. It's hamburgers and fried foods and Diet Cokes and, all of those kinds of things. Well, it certainly took its toll on Bill's life. And one day, Bill was not feeling so well. In fact, he had an issue when he was driving. He had to pull over the truck and stop because he was feeling like he was going to faint. He was probably at the verge of going into a diabetic coma. You know how that can happen and does happen for many people that are diabetic. And so this was a very serious thing. He had to call for help. He had to get to the doctor. And so someone else had to drive his truck that day, which was a big ordeal. The trucking company was not pleased, but they were concerned about Bill's health. And so when Bill went to his doctor, I've got to have a little sip of my coffee. I hope you're having coffee with me. So Bill went to his doctor and got some staggering news. News that he did not want to hear at all. You see, Bill had this thought that this stuff was just going to go away. That it was just going to go away. He was going to take these pills every day. And this diabetes problem was just going to leave without him doing anything else. Well, that wasn't the case. In fact, it had gotten worse. And so Bill's doctor told him, Bill, we're going to have to put you on insulin. And Bill was devastated. Bill knew what that meant. He knew that if he was on insulin, the trucking company that he worked for was not going to like it at all, and his job would be at risk. And so Bill just couldn't lose his job. So he said to the doctor, well, what would I have to do to not be on insulin? And his doctor said, well, Bill, you see, doctors are doctors. They're not trained in nutrition, and they are not trained in anything natural. They're trained in medication. They're trained in, well, you're diabetic, you need a pill. You need an insulin, you need a needle. Well, so the doctor says, well, Bill, there's no way around it. You're just going to have to go on insulin. And if you want to live, Bill, you're going to have to go on insulin, he says. Well, in fact, Bill knew he had another friend that was in the trucking business as well. And that friend he was diabetic, he was on insulin, and pretty soon that friend, his feet were so swollen. He had so much inflammation that they had to remove one of his feet. And that man was not able to drive anymore. In fact, that man's life was totally changed. I mean, can you imagine losing one of your feet, having it cut off at the ankle? That's what diabetes can do, honestly. It can honestly do that. So Bill said to his doctor, well, all right, but in the back of Bill's mind, he was remembering something that his daughter had told him that he didn't listen to. It happens often. We, as parents, we know something that we want our children to, or we want our parents to listen to, and they don't. They just don't. I mean, I don't know about you. Have you ever had that problem? Well, I certainly have. I have kids that they don't listen to what I want to share with them either until something devastating happens. And then it's like, oh, okay. So here's what happened with Bill. Bill left the doctor's office feeling extremely down and depressed. And so he called his daughter and his wife, and he said to his daughter and his wife that, the doctor has put me on insulin, and you know what that means. And so he says to his daughter, Stephanie was her name, and he says, what was that stuff you told me about earlier this year? And she says, well, Dad, it's a complete nutritional system. And it would mean, Dad, changing your diet to real food, not junk food, to real food. And it would mean going on this regime of supplements that are going to help to burn the fat, help to slim the tummy, help to balance your blood sugar levels and your blood pressure. It's all natural, Dad, and it was designed by Greg Horn, who was with GNC and Garden of Life. And so, well, how would I get started? Well, she said, well, you just order it from this shopping site, right? Here's the link. You just go on and order it, Dad, and then I can send you all the meal plans, all the menus. It comes with a complete shopping list and all the meals and everything. And it's not, no, Dad, it's not like Jenny Craig, she said. It's not pre-made meals. It's eating real food that you and Mom would eat, and real food that Mom could help you prepare for the road when you're out driving. And you would have ideas of what to order when you went into restaurants. That is also real food. It's not anything different than real food, but it's the combination of what's in the food and what's in the supplements. And so you see, Bill was ready to try anything. He was ready to try anything, and he looked at it like that because he thought this stuff that his daughter had, he didn't believe in it. He didn't think that, well, he didn't really need that. He had lived these 63 years, this life that he had, and he just wasn't into natural stuff at all. And so, but he realized that his daughter was having a baby, and he wanted to be a grandfather, and he wanted to live to see all that and to see his granddaughter grow up. And so, it's a very emotional thing. You see, health and our parents, it's very emotional. Health and our friends, our brothers, our sisters, it's very emotional. So here's what happened, you guys. Bill went on. He got his order. He looked at the food and he said to his wife and his daughter, well, this isn't a diet. No, it's not a diet at all, honey bun. It is not a diet. It's eating good, real food. And it's like eating a lot of vegetables and meat and some salads and some breads and some real food. In fact, what I'm going to do, because I don't have a picture of Bill right now today, so I'm going to put a picture of the food plan that Bill went on for you to see it. So anyway, here's how the story goes on. Bill never went on insulin, and here's why. He, in fact, within 90 days, did not need his pills anymore either. His type 2 medication, the pill, he didn't need those. And so here's why, and here's what he did. So he got his order of his product, and this was one of them. This is one of the products. This is the burn product that really helps. It's just 3 little capsules that you take every day. 3 little capsules. Okay, that's it. He also had some detox product, and I'll show you that. And these are just 2 of the products that he used. You would kill to have my hair. Well, thank you so much. It's a hot mess today. But thank you, Joan. All right. So then the other thing that he did was he did a 3-day detox each month at the beginning of the month. And then he had 2 or 3 other things that he did as well. Now remember, Bill was really serious. He did not want to have insulin. He didn't want to end up like his other friend that lost his foot And that's what he was thinking of, you guys. He was thinking of his other friend that had to have his foot taken off. And so Bill went on the 90-day plan. He followed it just like his daughter laid it out for him to do. He took the 3 capsules in the morning, and he had the detox before he went to bed on those first 3 days. And he had another product that was like coconut lime pudding, and he had lots of great food, and he ate more than he had been eating. His blood sugar levels were balancing out, and over 90 days, Bill lost 45 pounds, a bunch of inches, a truckload of inches, and he was off of his medication, and he went back to his doctor, and he said, "This is what I did, and I didn't do the insulin. This is what I did instead." And the doctor was in awe, like, "Ooh, let me know some more about that." And so I have a lot of patients, Bill, that are diabetic. Maybe I should share this with them. So you see, it enlightened the doctor. It gave Bill his health back. He's still on the program. He's still using all of these wonderful products. He'll never quit, as he says. "I'll never quit." This product gives him amazing mental clarity as well. And so that is my story for you today about Bill and being a diabetic. Now, the fact is, you guys, is that you all, every one of you, know someone that is diabetic. They might be, it could even be a young person, an older person, a what have you person. But 1 out of 4, if not more, will be diagnosed with diabetes. It's a very serious disease. It leads to all kinds of complications, all kinds of them. So I urge you, if you would just share this video out, tag the person, share the video, whichever way you want to go, but share this message out and let people know that there's hope and there is another way. So that is my message for you today. I thank you so much for being here with me. Linda, oh my goodness, Linda, we need to talk. We need to talk, yes. Get a hold of me today. I believe you have my number. Would love to talk to you. And Joan, thank you so much for the compliment. This is my natural hair, and my hair has gotten a lot thicker because of these products I use as well. Good morning, Susan. Great to see Susan in the house, and Karen in the house, and Dora in the house, Mike in the house. Welcome, Mike. Deborah in the house. Frank, welcome. Chris and Jody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming on live. I don't know what we're going to do about this Facebook. It's just not getting our message out, so we got to find another way. So I have found 2 other ways, and I'll share them with you because these messages are really, really important. They're very, very important. And so here's my other 2 ways. You can go and find me over on Instagram as LadyBossBoomers with an S at the end. And you can also go and find me on YouTube as Cheryl Dobash, LadyBossBoomer. That's there as well. And I do videos over there. In fact, I'll be posting a video over there this morning. And so that is my message for you today. But before I let you go, let me tell you one other thing. I have a water challenge going on right now. And if you would love to be part of the water challenge, just type yes below these comments here. And I will go and add you over in my private group of the water challenge. And there you'll learn a lot of different things also. Thank you, Jody, for sharing it. Thank you so much for sharing. Love you guys. Have a fabulous, fabulous Tuesday. It's a very busy day here. Watch my Instagram. I post lots of fun stuff over there, and I'll be back here later on this evening. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.